Hi everyone, Adam with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at some Glacier Cable Snow Tire Chains on our 2019 Toyota Highlander. So these chains are going to be a ladder pattern style, so we're going to have little gaps in between our chains here. So it won't be necessarily the smoothest ride, but to be honest, with these rollers, it will be relatively smoother compared to some of your D-link or square-shaped links. Also, everything's going to be made of steel, and these rollers are also going to have case hardened steel as well. So it is going to be better for your lighter snow. It's not going to be as aggressive as some of those V-bar styles or even just the bigger, more hardy chains that you could buy. Just because I do think these are going to be a better bet, just because they are SAE S class certified. They're pretty low profile. You're not going to get a really aggressive grip with them, but it's definitely going to be an improvement to just your rubber on your tires. One thing that I am not necessarily a fan of when it comes to this Highlander, there's not a whole lot of clearance down here, and we do have to make a connection out back. So you're going to have to be, laying down in snow, and snow's probably going to be up to here if you're putting on chains. So that's something to think about. But if you do think that this is going to be the right choice for you guys, just go ahead and do it. It's just one simple connection in the back, and you just might get a little bit of snow on you. Other than that, it doesn't come with a rubber tensioner, but we do recommend that you use one. We can actually grab this at eTrailer as well. But if you want maybe just an all-in-one kit, meaning maybe a self-tensioner type chain, we do have those as well. So watch a couple videos just to figure out what you guys think will be best. Because at the end of the day, you're probably not going to be in the best situation when you're putting on tire chains. So you really want to pick the right ones that are the easiest to install and just the least amount of hassle. These do come in a pair of two. So on our Highlander, all we did was just put them on the tires here, and we just needed to grab one pair. It does come in a case. It's not necessarily the most heftiest case, but it does get the job done. Comparing them to some of the canvas bags that you guys see sometimes, they kind of rip over time. I do think this will be a little bit of an upgrade from one of those canvas bags. So hopefully this video kind of helped you guys understand what this snow tire chain is going to do for you guys, and hopefully you guys find out if you think it's going to be good for you or not. Other than that, that's pretty much all there really is to know, but we're just going to go ahead and show you guys how to install them. So the first thing that we want to do is just lay out our chains, make sure there's no twists or anything like that, no knots. And if so, we're pretty much ready to go. We just got to grab the center of our chains here and just drape them over our tire. Trying to get it pretty even on the tire and also even right and left as well. Just like that. Then we can go ahead and go around back and make a connection. So now what we want to do is grab our link here and our little catch on this side and do our best to connect it. To be honest, I can't really see too well. There's not a lot of clearance down here. And one thing to note, you want to get it as far as you can. I want to start with that side, like that. One thing to note, if we're putting these on, there's probably going to be snow on the ground, so I'm probably going to be laying in it. So that is one thing to think about when buying your chains, because on this Highlander, we really don't have a whole lot of space down here. So if you don't want to be laying in the snow to get your chains on, I would suggest maybe grabbing another set, but it's definitely possible. Okay, so now we can go around front and make another connection. So now what we want to do is take this part here and connect it to the other part. Try to get it as close as we can. I can only get it to this one here. So once we pick the right one to go on, pretty much just pull this back like so, and we're going to connect it to this chain here. Remove that. Just like that. So now what we need to do is grab our rubber tensioner. It does not come with the kit, so we will have to purchase that separately, but it is a one-stop shop here. We have this in stock as well. So all we really need to do is be as symmetrical as we can. We want the hook to be facing out, away from our tire, and just kind of go from one side to the other, just like that. Alright, that should get all the rest of that slack out, but we do suggest that you guys actually roll over them a couple of times, then come back out and then recheck them, and if everything's nice and tight still, then we're pretty much ready to hit the road. Well everyone, that just about does it for our look at the Glacier Cable Snow Tire Chains on our 2019 Toyota Highlander.